Gentlemen, there is a threshold. One that once crossed makes the return nearly impossible. A point where the human soul, through years of corruption, deception, and a deep-seated rejection of truth, becomes utterly and irreversibly enslaved to forces beyond its control. At the heart of all corruption lies a refusal to be held accountable. It is the foundation upon which every other sin, every other vice, and every other form of destruction is built. Accountability is the mirror that forces an individual to confront their actions, to see the consequences of their choices, and to recognize that they are, in fact, responsible for the path they walk. But when a narcissist has fully embraced darkness, when they have truly sold their soul to forces beyond themselves, this mirror is shattered beyond repair. They do not merely avoid accountability, they obliterate the very concept of it. In the early stages, a narcissist struggles with their own deception. They still know on some level that they are lying to others, to themselves, to the world. They may even experience occasional moments of doubt, brief flashes of clarity where the weight of their actions creeps in. But as they descend further, they begin to construct an alternate reality, one in which they are eternally blameless, perpetually wronged, and forever justified in their destruction of others. They build a narrative where they are the hero, no matter how many lives they ruin, how many people they deceive, or how much chaos they cause. At this point, the narcissist does not simply manipulate others to avoid blame. They genuinely believe in their own innocence. In their mind, they are never the cause of suffering. They are the victim of an unjust world, a cruel society, or a faithless circle of friends and family who fail to recognize their greatness. Every confrontation is framed as persecution. Every call to accountability is twisted into an attack. The idea that they could be at fault is not just incorrect to them, it is an outright lie, an impossibility. This level of denial leads to an even more sinister transformation, the projection of guilt onto others. If they are never at fault, then someone else must be. It is no longer enough for them to dodge blame. They must assign it elsewhere, and they do so without conscience. They leave behind is always someone else's responsibility. If a relationship crumbles, it is because the other person was toxic. If their career fails, it is because their co-workers were envious and conspiring against them. If they find themselves alone, abandoned, despised, it is never due to their own arrogance, cruelty, or deceit. It is because the world is filled with fools who fail to recognize their worth. At this stage, the narcissist has lost all capacity for self-reflection. There is no longer an internal dialogue that asks, "Could I have been wrong?" That voice has been silenced, buried beneath layers of self-delusion.